All right, Mr. Israel, we'll take your case. The victim has an attorney also. The victim's attorney reached out to the clerk and wants to participate in the hearing.
Fine.
Okay. Let's call David
Ignacio.
Ganacia, thank you. All right, calling David Ganacia. Good morning, sir. Can you tell me your full name
David Ganacia,
and your date of birth?
June 6, 1981.
All right, sir, your attorney, Mr. Israel, is present. Do we have? Okay. May I have appearance from defense counsel?
Gary Israel for David Ignacio.
Okay, appearance from the state?
Carly Janigian on behalf of the state.
And who do we have on the phone today?
Good morning. My name is Sabrina Dadunandan. I'm covering for Michael Barber, who represents the victim.
Okay, and your name was what?
Sabrina Dadunandan. Last name is Jadunandan.
Okay, thank you. All right, I reviewed the arrest affidavit. Sir, is there anything you wanted to
Yes, ma'am.
address? Yes.
Case number 2011 DR 6531, which is the family case between these parties. On June 9, 2020, on a motion for contempt by Mr. Ignacio, the judge ordered petitioner, meaning him, a video communication contact between respondent and the child is to resume immediately on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday as per court orders and agreements. Petitioner shall provide FaceTime, that's victim, access to the child on her phone for these sessions. Okay? I have his phone. Each and every communication that is the subject of this case was him contacting his daughter via the mother's phone, which is what was supposed to be done. Pending is a motion for contempt against the mother for not following this court order.
Okay.
We don't dispute the fact that there was an injunction that was set aside and reversed by the DCA.
In the criminal case?
There is no criminal case. There's a domestic assault case that had an injunction.
Uh-huh.
It ended in February 16, and then after that, it was extended. We had a hearing in front of the family judge who said, sorry, court lost jurisdiction. On appeal, the court reversed, but remanded it, and nothing has ever happened. So technically, there is an outstanding permanent injunction against mom, not against the child.
Okay.
Okay? Each and every communication here between him and mom's phone is to reach out to the daughter for the video chat. Court order, each and every one. I have it all here on this phone, someone just brought it to me.
Okay.
This case is a lie. The mom created a false affidavit alleging violation of an injunction and a crime. He did everything he's entitled to. And by the way, the judge who issued this order on June 9th is the same judge on the injunction case. So the judge knew about the injunction.
Okay.
He had every right to do what he did. He did not violate the law.
All right.
We're requesting the court find that there is no probable cause. If you feel you can, but I understand this being on a warrant, otherwise, no law rule.
Okay. Ms. Janenbaum? Did you have anything you
Yes.
wanted to add?
I couldn't really hear what defense counsel had to say.
You what?
I couldn't really understand what defense counsel was saying, but I will say that Mr. Barber, who's representing the victim, wanted to have a few addresses listed on a no-contact order if the court was inclined to give a no-contact order.
Wanted a what for?
So he gave me a list of addresses that he would want the court to include on a no-contact order and a no return to order if the court was inclined to give that this morning.
Okay. All right, state.
I didn't exactly hear what she said.
She basically said that she has additional addresses that she wants included on the no contact order if the court imposes a no contact order.
Okay. I mean, in regards to PC, there are the facts in here are sworn testimony that there were text messages to the mom's phone. There are indications from the law enforcement officer that they were addressed to Kaylin. We do not have all of the text messages in place. or in front of us right now to make that determination, but based on the four corners of the affidavit, we do have PC on both charges.
Okay. Based upon representations from counsel representing Mr. Ganazia, based upon the reference to a family case matter, and at this point, my determination has to be PC. I don't find PC, so I'll ROR him on this. I will impose a no contact order. And ma'am, Ms. Jamberg, if you want to send those addresses, how would she
Your Honor, could I ask you to clarify, so you
Sure.
don't have a problem again? He has a court order allowing him to contact his daughter through the mom's phone. Are they asking him to not be able to follow the court order in the family case? I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble here.
So in terms of this court's contact order, I'll defer to the family case contact order. Ms. Jamba, you can petition the court in the criminal case if you want to add additional addresses at a later time.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Madam Clerk, you should have my card, right? Madam Clerk, you have my card, so you have my ID. Oh, you have it. Great, thank you.
Where's that case? 2013 DR. Oh wait. Because that says injunction. Yeah, 2013 DR 9
Okay, so it's on order, yeah. And then the next case is already rolling.
Oh, it is. Okay. That's this one.
Yes.
Okay, next case, Dalapina, Isaac. We're calling a case out of order.
What was the last name?
Ledodepina.
That case is in the traffic section.
Thank you.
And Ms. Janenbaum, you're on that case, right?
Oh, yes, it's got it right here.
Hello?
Ms. Judd Adams?
Okay, I'm gonna call it back now.
Okay.
Okay, we're calling it now. So I'm gonna place you on hold again. Thank you.
I think I hung up on her. All right, we have called Isaac Ledopina. Good morning, sir. Can you tell me your full name
Isaac Montero, Lero de Pina,
and your date of birth?
5/22/1985.
All right, and who do we have on the phone?
Sabrina Jadunandan on behalf of Isaac Letter de Pina.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
So, he was arrested yesterday on a capias warrant. I believe the judge in that division already assigned a $1,000 bond for him. So I just ask that remains set at $1,000.
Okay. State any request with respect to the cases that he's out on bond for, 2021 MM 119 and 21 CF 191.
Ask for that to be revoked, Judge.
Okay. Any responses to revoking his release because he's out on bond?
Yes, Your Honor. The cases that happened, this doesn't affect the other cases that he was out on bond for. It was a failure to appear for a court date, and then his position that he didn't receive proper notice for his court date. So it wasn't like he was arrested and committing a new law offense or doing anything that would be violating his pretrial release. So I would ask that the court not revoke his bond based on a failure to appear where he's saying that he didn't have proper notice of a court date.
Okay. Based upon counsel's representation, I'll take no action on 21 MM 119 and 21 CF 191. I'll stay the amount on the failure to appear. Bond has been set at 1,000. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Have a wonderful
Thank you.
day.
Have a good day.
The next case is the only interpreter case. Well, Spanish interpreter.
Okay. All right. Oh my God. Louis David Magol Anavilan. Spanish speak. Okay.
testimony, Your Honor, Theodore Leal's back on the record.
Okay. I think we only have one Spanish-speaking defendant. Thank you. Good morning, sir. Can you tell me your full name?
Señor,
Mogollón Ávila.
Magallón Héctor Ávila.
What's your name?
Luis Mogollón Ávila. On English, Mogollón Ávila.
Okay. And your date of birth?
September 9, but in my ID it's November 9. 7. Sorry.
What year?
What?
Year.
97.
Okay. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you.
Voy a asignar al defensor público para que lo represente.
Okay, you have a failure to appear. Bond has been set at $2,000. I'll stay that amount.
Así que usted tiene una incomparecencia a una cita judicial, pero se le ha concedido fianza de $2,000. Queda ratificada esa fianza.
Thank you.
And he just needs to be informed, he still does have an ICE hold.
Oh, and you have an ICE hold.
Y también tiene solicitud de retención de parte del Departamento de Migración.
Thank you.
Gracias.
All right, that's all for this morning. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, Your Honor.
All right, Francis Wiltshire.
Your Honor, he is mental health.
Mental health. All right, I'll appoint the public defender. Do you waive his appearance?
Yes, and Samantha Lambert for the public defender, Your Honor. for the
Okay,
record.
thanks, Ms. Lambert. All right, I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find PC. I'll set bond in the amount of 500, count 2, in the amount of 100, no return to the scene of the offense. Next case, Danielle Mosby. Do you want me to just slide it to you?
Yeah, count two is raised to that.
I just
I don't know if you want to change it. Did you want to change it? Stay. Okay, thank you.
Good morning, can you tell me your full name
Danielle Mosby,
and your date of birth?
9388.
Can we raise the mic, the volume on the mic of the defendant, please? All right, and I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. You have a on-view warrant, and I think bond has already been set at no bond. All right, and I'm gonna stay that amount. Oh, yeah, out of Volusia County. Okay, so I'm gonna stay that amount. All right, thank you, ma'am. William Monaco?
It's medical, Your Honor.
Medical? All right, I'll appoint the public defender. Do you waive his appearance?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I review the arrest affidavit. Count 1, I do not find PC, I'll ROR. Count 2, open container, I'll set bond at 100. Count 3, 100. Next case, Inferna. He bonded out, thank you. Colleen Mahoney.
I'm not so sure she's back yet, but she went out for, outside medical.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you because of the,
Miss Mahoney went out for outside medical. I don't think she's back yet. She's here?
okay, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Can you tell me your full name
Colleen Mahoney,
and your date of birth?
10/24/84.
Okay, I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you. You have a VOP warrant that's currently set at no bond, and I'm going to stay that amount, okay?
There's no way that, I'm 34 weeks into a high-risk pregnancy.
I'm sorry,
That's
ma'am.
induced.
Judge has already said that it's going to be no bond.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Chaz Horn?
Can't refuse, Your Honor.
I'm sorry? All right, I'll appoint the public defender. A previous judge has found PC, bond to be set at IAs. I'll set bond in the amount of $5,000. No contact with the alleged victim and no return to the scene of the offense. Dent? Good morning, sir. Can you tell me your full name?
Derek Emmanuel.
And keep your mask up, okay? Thank you. And your date of birth?
July 21st, 1995.
All right, I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. So you are out on bond on 21 CF 1765, and there's been a new arrest. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find PC, burglary of a conveyance. I'll set bond at $3,500. No return to the scene of the offense, and I'm revoking your release in 21 CF 1765. Thank you, sir.
And is it no bond, Your Honor, on the revoke?
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Is my bond revoked?
Yes. Shaw?
You know if I can get it back?
What?
You know if I can get it
Just go for now, we'll talk.
Just to clarify for the record, he's out on bond on 20 CF 13032. I'm revoking that. Levante Shaw? Behavior, okay. Are you here, sir, for Shaw? No? Okay. I'll appoint the public defender. I reviewed the arrest. Are you here for Shaw? Okay. You can step inside. All right, good
Your
morning.
Honor, I just want to confirm, you said Shayna Shaw, right?
Levante Shaw.
Oh, no.
Okay. All right, I will appoint the public defender. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find PC. Bond is set at $1,000.
No, but I'll take him.
Wilhelmsen, Elimar. Can you tell me your full name
Williamson Elmore,
and your date of birth?
September 10th, 1982.
Okay. Sir, you don't qualify for the public defender. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find probable cause. I'm setting bond in the amount of $2,500. No contact with the victim in this case. No return to the scene of the offense. So you can't go back. Okay. All right.
Judge, I would also ask for no weapons or firearms.
No weapons or firearms.
It looks like he has 2 counts. He has a felony battery and a battery DV.
Oh, yes, sorry. Count 1, 2,500. Count 2, 1,000. No weapons or firearms, okay? Thank you. Next case, Mackins Franklin. Can you tell me your full name?
Mackins Franklin.
Can we turn up the microphone on the defendant, please? Is there anyone in AV or no?
Mackins Franklin,
Okay, and your date of birth?
January 8th, 1987.
Thank you, sir. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I find probable cause. So count 1, I'm setting bond in the amount of $5,000. Count 2.
Your Honor, you do have a witness.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Can you raise your right hand?
Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give should be the truth, the whole truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Can you state your name for the record?
Kamaria Arrington.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Hi. So I just wanted to come here today to let you guys know that I didn't want to press charges and that he's actually like, a good person and he's never been in jail, so I don't, need to get anything, started or anything. And we have a child together, so I don't want to press charges or do the restriction thing. So yeah.
Okay. State any questions?
Do you feel safe around him?
I do.
Do you have any children in common?
Yes.
Do you fear that he will be violent towards your children?
No.
Do you want to have contact with him?
I do.
No further questions, Judge.
All right, defense?
Yes, Your Honor, we would ask that at the very least you could reduce the bond. The defendant has been unemployed for over a year, and that level of bond is unattainable. And with the victim's statement, we would ask that you would at least lower it.
Okay.
Judge, we would ask for no contact to be in place since the allegations are so fresh of the event and the allegations set forth of breaking it and entering into her home, as well as the minor child in common. I do fear for the safety of both parties.
All right, ma'am, do you know that if I do grant contact in this case, that if there's some issue that arises, you can call the police again?
I'm sorry?
You know that you can call the police again even
Yes.
if he gets out on bond and things escalate between you and the defendant?
Yes.
And are you in fear for your safety?
I'm not.
Okay, and you're requesting contact?
Yeah.
Is that a yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Judge, I'd also like to point out that he does have prior history of domestic violence battery.
Okay. Count 1, I'm setting bond in the amount of 1,000. Count 2, setting bond in the amount of 500. You are to have no hostile contact with the victim. So that means if things get escalated between you and the victim, it's on you to walk away. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. Next case, Luis Martinez. Can you tell me your full name
Luis Joel Martinez,
and your date of birth?
August 27, 1982.
Okay. Sir, you do not qualify for the public defender. Hi, can you raise your right hand?
Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give should be the truth, the whole truth, so help you God?
Yes. Can you tell?
sorry.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, can you tell me your full name?
Romy Alarcón.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. How can I help you?
Yes, I'm here because I don't have case number or any information.
Do you want contact with the defendant or no contact?
Yes.
Yes to which one?
Yes, contact.
Okay. Are you in fear for your safety?
No.
And do you understand you can call the police if there is contact, if I grant contact between you and the defendant?
I didn't hear you. Can you repeat that?
Sure. Do you understand you can call the police again if things escalate between you and the defendant?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Any questions, State?
No, Your Honor.
Defense? Do you have any questions?
No,
Okay.
Your Honor.
And he does qualify for PTR, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, based on your history, based on what the victim's telling me, I'll grant pretrial release, no hostile contact, okay? So if things get escalated between you and the victim, it's on you to walk away. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Next case, Wayne Patrick Merced. Can you tell me your full name
Wayne Patrick Merced,
and your date of birth?
January 27, 2000.
Okay. I'll appoint the public defender. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find PC. Count 1, I'm setting no bond. Count 2, 5,000. Count 3, 5,000. Count 4, 1,000. Count 5, 1,000. Count 6, 1,000. No return to the scene of the offense. No weapons or firearms, and no contact with the victim in this case. Thank you, sir. Next case, Shania Shaw. Sir, are you on that case, Shaw? Shania? Yeah, I think he is. Shania Shaw. You can. Behavior? Okay. Good morning, sir. Raise your right hand.
It's not her.
She's, okay.
Is it Shayna Shaw? Just to confirm.
Yeah, it is.
Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give should be the truth, the whole truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Can you state your name for the record?
Tariq Al-Khalali.
Yes, sir. How can I help you?
So,
So don't talk about the facts of your case, but do you want contact in this case?
I actually came here for a little bit more to talk through with you just to...
I can't hear you. I'm sorry. So you got to speak up.
I'm sorry. I can take this off in here?
No, you got to keep your mask on.
Okay. I wanted to just present with you overall background so that you can, I'm hoping that the court, through your power, can actually help in this situation.
So, sir, today is just initial appearance. As you've seen, it's just a quick determination of what kind of release, like bond and bond amount, and whether or not there should be contact. Do you want contact? I can impose no contact until the case gets figured out, and later on you can change that to no hostile contact. But at this time, when I looked at the arrest affidavit, I think no contact might be appropriate for some time.
what I'm really seeking is that she gets appointed help is what I'd like without any, it's not, I would prefer that the case does not even continue, that her best interest and the best interest of all the victims here is that she gets the right counseling, the right therapy. Because I don't see her as a threat to society per se, Your Honor. I don't see her as a bad individual. I think that Ms. Shaw, if you're ever to meet her, she's actually a very wonderful woman, very kind-hearted, very giving, very loving mother. I think what has happened in this case is that through her historical past, it has caused her to not be able to appropriately deal with discourse per se, nor be able to express herself in the way that's appropriate. And I think that that only can come about via help.
Okay.
Not necessarily penalty either through the courts or through the jail system, or even to negatively impact her future potential as a contributing member of society, Your Honor.
Okay. All right.
So I think if she has the help, I am not fearful of her harming me per se. So if
Do
that
you want
helps
her?
with that.
Do you want her to return to the scene of the? Do you want her to come back home?
Under the condition that she is having some counseling and therapy.
Okay, so I don't have that option.
You don't have
Right
that.
now,
You
it's
guys
either
can't impose that as
return,
a.
no return, contact, or no contact. These are the choices today. So I'm going to make a call, okay? I'm appointing the public defender to represent you. I've reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find PC. I do, based upon your history, see you qualify for pretrial release. I'll grant you pretrial release. You cannot go back to that home. You have to go find another place until this case gets resolved, okay? Your public defender can change that in the future. Also, no contact with the victim. No contact is no face-to-face contact or indirect contact, meaning text messages or social media. No weapons or firearms as well. Okay.
Your Honor, please.
Could she get a one-time return
Yes.
with law enforcement?
You can go back and get your belongings one time with police, okay?
Your Honor, we have a child between us, and she has a child as well. So there may be need for her to at least interact with the kids, even in.
You can have contact with the victim only about the daughter, okay, ma'am? Ms. Shaw, you understand? Okay. All right.
How long is this for, Your Honor?
Until the case is done. All right, sir. I'm sorry, as you can see, we have to get through a lot of cases, but talk to the prosecutors once the case gets, she's going to be in here with me for a while, but once the case gets down the road, you can talk to the state, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Contact with each other only regarding the child.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning, can you tell me your full name
Darius Billups,
and your date of birth?
3/10/81.
All right, sir, I'll appoint the public defender. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find PC. I'm setting bond in the account for $1,000. No return to the scene of the offense and no contact with the victim.
Go ahead. No contact, I'm sorry.
I can't hear you.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what happened. It's no contact, no return?
Yes.
And what was the bond?
$1,000.
Thank you, I'm so sorry.
Can you tell me your full name?
Sean Xavier Childs, ma'am.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Sean Xavier Childs, ma'am.
Thank you. And your date of birth?
10/3/87.
All right. I'll appoint the public defender. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find probable cause. In count one, I'm setting bond in the amount of $1,000. No return to the scene of the offense. No contact with the victim. No alcohol. Thank you. Good morning. Can you tell me your full name
Rima Hamden,
and your date of birth?
12/2/1986.
Okay. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. Good morning. Can you raise your right hand?
Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give should be the truth, the whole truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Can you state your name for the record, please?
Nicholas Schoenbeck.
So it's hard to hear. You're gonna have to speak really close.
Nicholas Schoenbeck,
And your date of birth?
June 12, 1976.
How can I help you?
So the first thing I want to say is
You got to get
arresting
really close
officer-
to the microphone.
The arresting officer.
Oh no, we're not going to talk about the facts
Okay.
of the case. Do you want contact with the victim?
More than anything in the world.
And
yes.
do you want her to return to the scene of the offense?
Yes, I do.
Are you in fear for your safety?
Absolutely not.
And do you understand you can call the police if she comes home, and if things get escalated, you can still call the police? You
I
understand?
have no fear of her whatsoever.
Okay. I review the arrest affidavit. I do find probable cause. I see she qualifies for pretrial release. I'll grant the pretrial release. You can return to the scene of the offense based on what the victim has said, but no hostile contact, okay? So if things get escalated, it's on you to walk away. No alcohol.
Yes, ma'am.
No alcohol while you're on release. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Kennard? Can you tell me your full name
Yes, ma'am. Kyrie Kennard,
and your date of birth?
September 11th, 1992.
Okay. Sir, I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find probable cause. I'm setting bond in the amount of $1,000. You are to have no contact with the victim in this case and no return to the scene of the offense, no weapons or firearms, okay?
Yes, ma'am, but may I explain one thing?
No, sir.
no,
Everything's
don't say.
recorded. You have a lawyer, and today's not the day, okay? You can talk to your lawyer regarding what you want to tell them. Thank you, sir. The other way. Good morning. Can you tell me your full name?
First name is Raid. First name is Raid. Middle name is O'Day. Last name is Moalla.
And your date of birth?
July 25th, 1972.
All right, I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find PC. Count one, I'm setting bond at 500. You can't go back there, okay? And no contact with the victim. And you are out on bond on 20 CF 6435. I'm revoking that bond.
You're setting it at none, Your Honor?
Yes.
Judge, I would ask for no weapons or firearms.
No weapons or firearms. Thank you, sir. Jarklin Rodeo. Can you tell me your full name?
Jocelyn Rideau.
Can you speak up for me?
Jocelyn Rideau.
And your date of birth?
3/17/1985.
Okay. You don't qualify for the public defender, okay?
Okay.
I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I find probable cause. I'm setting. You qualify for pretrial release. I'm going to grant you pretrial release, okay? But no contact with the victim, no return to the scene of the offense. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank
And
you.
no weapons or firearms. Your
No
Honor.
weapons or firearms. Can you tell me your full name? Hi. Keep your mask on, sir. Thanks.
Dennis Saunders,
Thank you. And your date of birth?
4/23/1986.
Okay. I'll appoint the PD to represent you. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I find PC. I'm setting bond in the amount of $500.
He did
No-
qualify for PTR, Your Honor.
I'm sorry?
Mr. Saunders did qualify for PTR.
Yeah, based upon the facts, I'm not going to do pretrial released. No return to the scene of the offense, no contact with the victim in this case, no weapons or firearms. No contact is no face-to-face contact or indirect contact, meaning text message, social media, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. Can you tell me your full name
Derek Smith,
and your date of birth?
1/4/74.
All right, sir. You don't qualify for the public defender, but I reviewed the arrest affidavit in this case. I find probable cause. So I'm setting bond in the amount of $500. No return to the scene of the offense, no contact with the victim. No contact is no face-to-face contact or indirect contact, meaning through you and someone that knows you and the victim. No weapons or firearms, okay? Thank you. Tony Sykes? Hello, can you tell me your full name? Keep your mask on. Yeah, thank you, sir.
Tony Lee Sykes,
And your
ma'am.
date of birth?
2/12/59.
All right. I'll appoint the PD to represent you. Sir, I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find probable cause. Does he qualify for pretrial?
No, he did not, Your Honor.
Okay. I'll set bond in the amount of $250. No contact with the victim, okay?
Yes, ma'am, but
No, you can't go back there.
I have to get my car, ma'am.
Okay, you can go one time with police, okay?
Yes,
To go
ma'am.
get your car and your stuff.
Yes, ma'am.
No weapons or firearms.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
I did. Thank you. Hi, can you tell me your full name?
Janiyah Walden,
Thank you, and your date of birth?
February 4, 2003.
Okay, I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find PC. I'll appoint the public defender. Does she qualify for pretrial?
She did not, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm gonna set bond in the amount of $250 in this case. You can't, no contact with the victim, okay? No contact, just no face-to-face contact or indirect contact. No weapons or firearms. Thank you.
And was she allowed to return?
Yeah.
Okay.
Medical, all right. I'll appoint the PD on Jose Antonio Cortez. Do you waive his appearance?
Yes, Your Honor.
I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I find PC. I'll set bond in count 1, 2,500, count 2, 500. No contact with the victim. All right. He already bonded? Yes. Okay. Dave, Mr. How do you say your last name?
Payne Davis, ma'am.
All right, sir. I'll appoint the PD to represent you. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find PC. Count 1, I'm setting bond in the amount of 1,000. Count 2, I'm setting bond in the amount of 8,000. No alcohol, no driving without a valid license. All right, thank you, sir. Yes. Denmark? Okay, I'll appoint the PD. Do you waive his appearance?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I find PC in no return to the scene of the offense, no contact. Count 1, 5,000. Count 2, 100. Count 3, 150. Count 4, 150. Count 5, 150. Count 6, 150. And I'll stay those amounts. All right. What's your name? What's your name?
Ansdale Fenelon,
And your date of birth?
08/29/1999.
All right. I'll appoint the PD to represent you. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find PC. This is not a PBL, so I'm setting bond in the amount of $10,000. No return to the scene of the offense. No contact with the victim or no contact with the victim's family or any witnesses. No weapons or firearms. You understand?
Okay.
All right. Thank you. What's your name?
Griffin.
Okay, and your date of birth?
42474.
All right, Mr. Griffin, I'll appoint the PD to represent you. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I find probable cause. I'm setting bond in the amount of 1,000. No contact with the victim, okay? All right, thank you, sir. Wenley Ifrani? Okay, come up to the... Can you tell me your full name
Wendy Ifrane.
and your date of birth?
05/25/2000.
Okay. All right, sir, I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. A judge revoked your pretrial release and set bond at 0, so I'm staying that amount, okay? And then, yeah, thank you.
All right.
I'm sorry to go back to Fenelon, but did you grant a bond on that? It's an FTA, I thought.
On which case?
Fenelon and sell the manslaughter that you said was not PBL. I was just a little bit behind.
It was a failure to appear? We just called it what's his name? Fenella? It's the manslaughter? This one? No, Judge Munyon signed the arrest warrant. Yeah, she's saying it's a failure to appear. No, it's not a failure to appear. Okay.
Because it says on there, out-of-county warrants for failure to appear. The original charge was manslaughter.
can ask pretrial release, but it's showing up as a new warrant.
Pretrial release, do you see a failure to appear?
No,
Okay, I don't see a
I don't
failure.
have any paperwork, but no, I don't.
Yeah, I don't
It
either.
was that.
Okay, I just had said it in the body.
Are you looking at this like black thing, black bar that goes across?
Well, I'm looking at the narrative
Okay.
on the second page. Through FCIC and CIC via Orange County teletype confirmed active out-of-county warrant for failure to appear.
Oh, and 21 CF 1685.
I just wanted to point it out.
Yeah, it's not set for. I think it was because they didn't serve the warrant on this yet, and that's why this case is popping up. Because it's old, it's November 6, 2019, that Judge
Yeah.
Williams signed it.
Okay, I just
So don't-
wanted to just double check just
That's
in
fine.
case. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Hi, what's your name?
Wendy Iframe?
Ifrain Wenley?
Yes.
And your date of birth?
05/25/2000.
Okay. I'll appoint the PD. Oh, yeah.
We already addressed.
Yeah, so Judge Wilson revoked your release on no bond.
All right, so I go back in the cell?
Yeah, you're done. Thank you. Medical? All right, I'll appoint the public defender. Do you waive his appearance?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so he has an out-of-county warrant, no bond. I'll stay those amounts. And then he had that new case, the escape and the resisting. I'll stay the amounts. Count 1 on the escape is 5,000. Count 2 is 100 on the resisting. That's it, right? Yeah, sorry.
I think I have two. You have two out of county?
I have one out-of-county, and then I have this one.
Because I have two.
Right?
Yeah, it's two.
Oh,
It's
two?
out of
Two
county.
cases.
And then what's the
This
bond
one?
amounts again on that one?
Okay, so, sorry, let me do this again.
Okay.
All right, sorry. Okay, so for Daryl Jackson, he's got 2 out-of-county cases, out-of-warrant cases, and I'm staying the amounts on all of those, and they all look like no bond. And then on the 21 CF 1790, I find PC, and count 1 is 5,000, count 2 is 100. Okay, thank you. Can you tell me your name
Christopher Jara,
and your date of birth?
52788.
All right, Mr. Jara, I am appointing the public defender to represent you. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find PC on the fleeing and eluding. I'm setting bond at 2,500. You're also out on bond in Osceola, case 19 CF 1176. And I'm revoking that bond on those cases.
You setting that none, Your Honor.
Correct.
So do I have a bond?
He also has a driving while license suspended.
Oh. And then you have the driving with the license suspended 500. Oh, he's gone. Okay.
You were both out here.
Yeah.
Your Honor?
Yes?
Louise Jacquees is also medical court.
I have Stephen Johnson next. That's inmate number
What's the booking number, Your Honor?
21003680.
They bonded out, Your Honor.
Oh, bonded? Okay. All right, and, okay, Pierre, I'm sorry. Are you Luis Jacques Pierre?
No.
He was medical, Your Honor.
Medical, okay. I'll appoint the public defender. Do you waive his appearance?
Yes, Your Honor.
I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I find PC. On the LSA with the crash, count 1, 2,500. On the DWLS, count 2, 500. And that's it. And you are?
Lionel Ozier,
Thank you. And your date of birth?
03/11/98.
All right, I will appoint the public defender to represent you. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find PC, count 1, I'll set leave bond at 1,000, count 2 at 500. I'm not going to take any action on your no valid driver's license that you're out on bond for, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, have a good day. Thank you. Are you Mr. Moore?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, can you tell me your full name
Morris Elliott Moore, ma'am.
and your date of birth?
11/9/84.
Okay. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. State any argument as to count 1?
Yes, ma'am.
No, not for you. Everything's recorded and the prosecutor's here, so you say nothing today, okay? State?
one I didn't get a chance. Hold on one moment, Judge. I'm so sorry. All right, based upon my reading of the four corners of the arrest affidavit, I do find that both scenarios that were described by the alleged victim and witness could be just as probable as what the defendant stated. So count one, I find no PC, so I'll ROR. Count two, setting bond at 5,000. Count three, 100. No possession of a firearm if you do post bond. You understand? All right, thank you, sir.
Excuse me.
Nope, no.
I just need to know if I got a bond. or
Yes, you got a bond on count 2 and 3. They'll let you know in the back, okay?
anything. So the first one is ROR.
Yeah, so there's no, you don't have to post a bond on count 1,
Okay, so I can just bond, I can still bond out.
2 and 3.
Thank you.
Can you tell me your full name
Emmanuel Dion Nombry,
and your date of birth?
32995.
All right, I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find PC. I'm staying all bond amounts. So count 1, 2,500, count 2, 150, count 3, 100, count 4, 100, count 5, 100. You are out on bond on 19 CF 10540. I'm revoking your bond on that case. Bond will be set at 0. All right, thank you, sir. Are you Mr. Padmore?
Yes.
Can you tell me your full name
Rayshawn Patmore,
and your date of birth?
7/24/2000.
All right, sir, I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find PC. I'm setting bond and
He
count
does
1.
qualify for pretrial release, Your
He
Honor.
what?
He does qualify for pretrial release.
I would be objecting to straight PTR, Judge. I would ask
sorry?
for, I would be objecting to straight PTR. I would ask for a bond based on the charge.
Defense?
Your Honor, I would argue for PTR. I mean, he does qualify, but if you do decide to put bond, the defendant is unemployed, so.
All right. Sir, I'll grant you pretrial release. No weapons or no firearms. No possession of firearms while you're out on release, okay?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Mr. Phillips? All right, step up. Can you tell me your full name
Tyler Edwin Phillips,
and your date of birth?
6696.
All right, the judge revoked your release and set bond at 0, so I'm gonna stay that amount, okay? And I'll appoint the public defender to represent you.
Can I ask a question?
No,
Not today.
not today. Thank you, sir. Rodriguez,
Yes, ma'am.
can you tell me your full name
Samuel Rodriguez Medina, ma'am.
and your date of birth?
March 15, 1997.
Okay. I'll appoint the PD to represent you. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find PC. I'm setting bond in count 1 at $5,000. You are out on bond on 2021 MM 1004 and 2020 CF 7994, and I'm revoking your bond on both of those cases, setting it at 0. Thank you, sir. Swindle? Hi, can you tell me your full name
Summer Danielle Swindle,
and your date of birth?
May 6, 2002.
Okay, I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find probable cause. So on count 1, I'm setting bond at 1,000. Count 2, 100. Count 3, 100. All right, thank you, ma'am. Are you Miss Thomas?
Yes.
Okay, can you tell me your full name
Ashley Thomas,
and your date of birth?
12/21/1988.
Okay. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I find PC, so I'm setting bond in the amount of 1,000. I'm gonna, okay? No contact with the victim, no return to the scene of the offense while you're out on bond, okay?
For the charge that I'm in here on now?
Yes. Thank you. Mr. Walker, can you tell me your full name
Jamar Deshaun Walker,
And your date of birth?
10/12/1992.
All right, thank you. I'll appoint the PD to represent you. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find PC for all counts, and I'll stay all the amounts. Count 1, 1,000, count 2, 100, count 3, 100, okay?
Okay.
No return to the scene of the offense. Don't go back there.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Camacho? Can you tell me your full name
Eduardo Camacho,
and your date of birth?
22874.
All right. Mr. Camacho, you don't qualify for the PD.
What's that?
Huh?
I have a private attorney, Simmons.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying
Sorry,
for, I'm just saying
I
for
need
this
to
morning,
communicate
you
with
don't, I'm just saying for this morning, you don't qualify for the public defender.
I was just following through the process and just following through just in case if I didn't have an opportunity to speak to you, to have somebody that can arbitrate the situation
Okay.
because.
All right, well, here's the thing. You failed to appear previously. Bond has already been set at 500. Your attorney will handle that.
I don't know.
I
if
think
it
you're
is, 'cause
out
I
on
think
bond. Hold
he
on.
was supposed to-
I think you're out on bond on misdemeanors, petty theft. I'm gonna take
Yeah, It's 2 petty theft cases.
Yeah, 2 petty theft. I'm not gonna take any action on those. So you've got bond, so it's at 500. Thank you, sir. Miss Davis, can you tell me your full name
Felicia Rochelle Davis.
and your date of birth? When's your birthday?
11/28/85.
Thank you. A judge found that they're revoking your release. They set bond at 1,500. Okay, so bond's been set. Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Wesley? Can you tell me your full name
Wesley John Fisher,
and your date of birth?
32884.
All right. Mr. Wesley, I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find PC. Count 1, I'm setting bond at 1,500. No driving without a valid license, no alcohol while you're out on bond. Thank you, sir. Ms. Gomez? Can you tell me your full name?
Betsy Gomez,
And your date of birth?
January 31st, 1965.
All right, Ms. Gomez, I'll appoint the public defender to represent you this morning, okay? I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I do find probable cause. I'll set bond in the amount of $500
She
on
does
count 1.
qualify for PTR, Your Honor.
She what?
She qualifies for PTR.
State, any objection?
Yes, Judge, I would ask
Yes or
you.
no? I couldn't hear you. I'm
Yes, Judge, objection. I would just ask for it to be stayed at 500.
Okay.
Conditions of release of no alcohol, no driving without a license.
I'm going to grant you a pretrial release. No alcohol while you're out on release and no driving without a valid license, okay?
So what does that mean?
So pretrial release will talk to you and tell you what that means, okay? Means you don't have to post a bond.
Can I go to work tomorrow?
Sure. Yeah, sure. If you post, yeah. I mean, I guess. Can you tell me your full name?
Tabitha Bayhat.
Okay, 1 second. What happened to Jorge Gonzalez Alacaran?
Do you have a booking number for them, Your Honor?
Yeah, 21003664.
They bonded.
Bonded out? Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. And what about Prasad Naipal? 21. Huh? Pretrial
He
release?
was, yeah, administratively before court.
Okay. Thank you. And what about Howard? Booking number 2, or inmate number 21003693. The DWLS.
They bonded out.
Okay, thank you. What about John Marple?
Do you have a booking number for them, Your Honor?
Yeah. Give me 1 second. Booking number 21003690.
They bonded as well.
Okay, thank you. All right, Tabitha?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What's your full name
Tabitha Bayhat,
and your date of birth?
February 2nd, 1985.
Okay. I'll appoint the PD to represent you. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I find PC on count 1. I'll set bond in the amount of 500. Count 2, I don't find PC. I'll ROR you on that. Thank you.
Is there any way I don't have the money for it. Is there any way I can RR or pretrial for it?
Does she qualify for pretrial?
She does not, Your Honor.
No, you don't qualify for pretrial, and I've set bond, okay? Thank you. Mr. Curtis? Can you tell me your full name
Ruben Bryant Curtis,
and your date of birth?
March 30th, 1994.
Okay. I'll appoint the PD to represent you. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I find PC. I'm setting bond on the trespass at 500. Don't go back there.
Yes,
And you're out on bond on 19 CF 16007.
And that, Your Honor, was actually entered in error. That was no info last year.
Okay, thanks.
But the 2020 CF 13572 is still open.
Okay, I'm revoking your bond on 20 CF 13572, so that's set at 0. Thank you, sir. Mr. Larzell Zellaray,
Yes, Your Honor.
can you tell me your full name
Yes, it's Joseph Raoul Largeler.
and your date of birth?
It's August 2nd of 1981, Your
All
Honor.
right. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you this morning. I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I find PC. I'm setting bond at 500. You can't go back there.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. Maldonado?
This bond is fake, right?
Yeah. Can you tell me your full name
Isaac Maldonado,
and your date of birth?
April 26, 1947.
Okay. Sir, I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I find PC for the trespass. I'm setting bond at 500. Don't go back there, okay?
No.
And you're out on bond. You got an open case. 20 CF 15193
Yeah, he was released on his own reconnaissance on that.
on that one. All right. So, I'm going to take no action.
Judge,
Mm-hmm.
how many days before we get out?
I set bond on the trespass at $500, okay?
But if I don't have the bond, how many days do I have to stay here?
Until the case is resolved.
How many days is that?
Your public defender will explain all of that to you, okay? You can't go back to that scene if you do bond out. Thank you, sir. All right, Harris? True bond here? Okay. Booking 21000506.
Sorry, could you repeat it, Your Honor?
Yeah, 21000506.
They are still here, Your Honor. I'm not sure. Do you know why Harris wasn't? Medical, Your Honor.
Medical? Okay. I'll appoint the PD.
Yes, I'll waive their appearance, Your Honor.
Okay, he has an out-of-county warrant that's already been set, no bond. Just on one case? Yeah.
Yes, that's
Okay.
it, Your Honor.
Okay, that's it, thank you. Ms. Walker? All right. Can you tell me your full name
Chantel Walker,
and your date of birth?
02/11/1997.
All right, Ms. Walker, I'll appoint the PD to represent you. You have an out-of-county warrant where the bond has been set at 0, so I'm going to stay that. Is that it?
Yeah, it was just the one out of county.
I'm sorry?
It was just the one out of county case.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
I have a question. Yes.
So what does that mean?
So they're going to have to take you back to that county, and you got to get that bond resolved.
So how long do I have to?
I don't know. Mr. Motley? Medical? Quarantine. Okay. I'll appoint the PD.
I'll waive his appearance, Your Honor.
So, I didn't.
Oh, he was actually taken from the list, Your Honor. He was reset because Osceola had informed us that he wasn't on probation, but then they came back and stated that he was on probation. So he was actually taken off the first appearance list.
So he
shouldn't have been reset.
Okay, so I don't have to do anything?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay. Can you tell me your full name?
Henderson Adams.
Okay, and your date of birth?
06/16/2000.
All right, I'll appoint the PD to represent you.
Sorry?
I'll appoint the public defender to represent you this morning. She's right there. Okay. You are on probation, and there was a VOP. You can't help me with this.
Your Honor. My VOP was for failing
Hold on
to-
one second.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so he's got the VOP, right?
Yeah.
And that's already set at no bond?
Yes, but he has same case number. I think he did on VOP. Yeah, he has one VOP, which is the same case number, and then he has 4 on views by officer. When I called downstairs, they said for each violation, officer evaluated.
Oh,
So.
So you just have to do it once though, right?
Right, and I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah, okay. All right, sir, there was an on-view VOP, and it's at no bond, so I'm gonna stay that amount. You also picked up the fleeing and eluding, and the DWLS, and the tag charge, and the possession of marijuana. I'm gonna stay all those amounts, I do find PC. On the fleeing and eluding, I'm gonna I'll set bond at 2,500, stay 500, DWLS 500 on the tag, and 500 on the possession of cannabis. You have a failure to appear, that bond's already been set at 2,000, I'll stay that amount. There's another case, the grand theft of 20,000 or more, bond has been set at 5,000. And then on 2,500, I find PC, I'll stay those amounts. You got an out-of-county warrant, that's set at no bond, I'll stay that amount.
Your Honor.
Hold on. Is that it?
Yes.
Is there?
Did I miss anything?
I have one other case. I'm not sure if you addressed it. The 2019 CF 14104. It's a
Hold on.
fraud.
19 CF 14104, okay. Okay, this is the fraudulent impersonation.
Yeah.
Okay, a judge has previously found PC and set bond at 2,500 for count 1. No return to the store. I'll stay that amount. Did I miss anything?
I think that was,
Your Honor.
yeah, Your Honor.
On the VOP, do I have a bond for that?
No.
Because that VOP,
Uh-uh.
I
We
believe
don't
was-
talk about the facts of your case. Everything's being recorded, okay? All right, thank you, sir. Francis Van Cor. What's your date of birth?
9/10/80.
Huh?
9/10/80.
Okay. All right, y'all appoint the public defender to represent you. You got a VOP warrant. Bond has been set at 1,500. I'll stay at that amount. Thank you, sir.
And he does have reporting requirements, Your Honor, just so he's aware.
Continue to report if you bond out, okay? Thank you. And Mr. Ellenberg?
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Hi. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. When's your birthday?
February 7th, 1959.
All right, I don't find PC. I'm RORing you on that. Thank you. You're good. You're good to go. That's it. Yeah, go. Go. No. That's it, right?
Oh, we have a Vietnamese. I have to call.
We have a what?
We have a Vietnamese.
He can resolve his case if he wants.
Does he want to?
Yeah, he wants time served.
Is that what he
he's
said?
saying.
Okay, let's bring back,
Do it again?
let's bring back Mr.
Ellenberg.
Yeah, Mr. Ellenberg, does he want to resolve it? Yeah, let's bring back. What's the offer? Time served?
Yeah.
Adjudication? Withhold?
I'm fine with a withhold, Judge.
Okay.
Withhold sounds really good.
It's just a municipal ordinance.
His last conviction was in the year 200.
Yeah.
Mr. Ellenberg, do you want to resolve the case with a withhold of adjudication and time served?
That's fine with me.
All right, raise your right hand. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Sir, you've been charged with disorderly conduct. Is that an M2?
It's a municipal ordinance. I believe it is a second-degree misdemeanor.
That is a second-degree misdemeanor punishable up to 60 days in jail. Do you understand what the charge is and the maximum penalty for that charge?
Yes, I do.
All right, you want to accept a withhold and time served?
Time served, leave, goodbye?
Yeah. You want to do that? You want to close out this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that by doing this, you're waiving or you're giving up your right to trial, to have your attorney look at the case to see if there are any defenses? You understand that?
I think this is the best way to go, Your Honor.
And you, okay.
I appreciate it.
Has anyone threatening you or coercing you or
No,
forcing
Your
you to
Honor.
do this?
This is my own decision.
Okay.
Without duress.
All right. And do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right, I will withhold adjudication on the disorderly conduct, give you time served. How many days credit? 1? Okay.
Yes, 2 days.
I'll give you 2 days time served. All of the costs associated with the court costs are due within a year. If you don't make those payments, the clerk sends this case to collections, charges that up, and it's harder to get your driver's license. You understand?
What will be the charges?
Do you know misdemeanor charges?
223.
223. You have a year to pay that, okay?
$223?
$223. You have the right to appeal my ruling. You must do it in writing and in 30 days, and if you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided to you. Thank you, sir.
Understand.
Your case is closed. The clerk is getting her, the interpreter on the phone.
This has an offer on it, by the way. Remember?
Yeah.
We missed a couple other ones. I was too busy to tell you.
Hi, sir. I'm going to put you on speakerphone. Do you mind holding? Okay, thank you. Same talk button and the video button.
Hello, are you the Vietnamese interpreter?
Yes, there's the Vietnamese interpreter.
Have you been sworn in this morning?
This morning, no.
Okay. Do you want to do it?
I can do it. Okay. Do you solemnly swear to translate from English to Vietnamese, from Vietnamese to English to the best of your ability?
Yes, that's right.
Thank you.
Can you state your name for the record?
Yang Nguyen.
Okay, thank you. All right, sir, can you tell me your full name?
Nguyễn Ngọc Tuấn.
Tên đầy đủ ông là Nguyễn Ngọc Tuấn, Nguyên Ngọc Tuấn.
And your date of birth?
Ngày sinh bao nhiêu?
12/31 1972.
December 31st, 1972.
Okay. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you.
Dạ, chúng tôi sẽ chỉ định một người luật sư công cộng để đại diện cho anh.
So I reviewed the arrest affidavit. I find PC on the resisting without violence and possession of drug paraphernalia. On the resisting, I'll set bond at 500. Possession of drug paraphernalia, 100. On the disorderly conduct, I do not find PC. I'll set bond ROR. On the underlying case, oh, do you want to interpret that?
Dạ rồi, cái tờ giấy của ông á, là cái tờ giấy của ông bây giờ là về cái vấn đề mà tàn trữ những cái loại thuốc cấm á, thì bây giờ chúng tôi sẽ cho ông tại ngoại với cái mức tiền tại ngoại là 500 đồng cộng với những cái số tiền thêm 100 đồng nữa về những cái số tiền của những cái thuốc ở trong người nha.
You are out on bond. You are out on ROR on 21mm970. I'll take no action.
Ok, là bây giờ không có bị cái lệnh truy nã nữa 5700 nha.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
Giờ chào chúc ngày vui vẻ ạ. Thank you for your sound service.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
Bye bye.
All right, we're off the record.
We're done.